What's up, Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly reading for May 1st through May 7th. Right away, as I was shuffling, I did notice that there may have been like some path that you guys were deciding on taking, and I think I saw that in the last reading. After a time of trying to decide which way to go, especially with dealing with maybe an Aries or someone of authority or of power or just a masculine, I'm seeing a turn of energy. So where you were like maybe concerned or you didn't know which way to go, you picked a lane, you picked a path, and I saw the Sun card. I do see that the energy is getting lighter. So hopefully you guys are realizing that you did make the right decision, whatever decision it was that you decided to make. But we'll get into that a little bit more. That was just kind of the energy that I was seeing as I was shuffling, especially after a time of maybe like conflict, or maybe you're like holding on too tightly with like your beliefs, or like, I don't know, we'll get into it, but I am getting multiple storylines here. Anyways, you guys, as you can see from the title, this is all about the full moon lunar eclipse that's taking place in Scorpio, and that's going to be on Friday the 5th, which is also the same day as Cinco de Mayo. So if you guys celebrate that day, don't get too reckless. You know, I was also seeing in my head though a lot of dancing, like tribal dancing. My neighbors were bumping music as I was shuffling for the reading, and they're listening to Disturbia by Rihanna, and there's a part in there where she says the darkness is the light, and I was like, yes, that's exactly what this eclipse is about, especially in Scorpio here. Like, this is all about shadow work, you guys, all about shadow work, especially the feminine energy, shadow aspects in your feminine energy. You know, we did have that solar eclipse in Aries. Aries is masculine, but Aries and Scorpio are both ruled by Mars. So it's going to be very similar energy. But like I said, where the new moon in Aries is more masculine, this full moon, first of all, full moons are more emotional than new moons. But full moon in Scorpio is going to be all about the feminine. So that's why I displayed this painting. I did this one myself. It is for sale. It's on my Etsy, or you guys could hit me up on my Instagrams. Doesn't matter which one. It is for sale, but it totally embodied this Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. It's a very magical, transformative time, you guys. So expect a lot of transformation, a lot. But like I said, oh, and also on Saturday, I think it's Sunday the 7th, we have Venus moving into Cancer. So it's going to be a time of heightened empathy and compassion. Also a good time to deepen any connections that you have. So let's jump right into it. We're going to start with the Shaman Dream Oracle cards. This is, you know, anything that Spirit wants to tell Aquarius, or maybe anything that needs to be released for Aquarius here. Oh, you know what, you guys? I didn't even read, like, really what I had written down for the full moon in Scorpio. It says, yeah, time to do the shadow work. What are your deepest fears, triggers, beliefs, or conditioned patterns, right? Scorpio makes you face the depths of your shadows, you guys, and reveals the truth of your soul. It could be very scary, intense, and full of emotions, but it's here to teach you of your power too, right? So don't be too scared of these, you know, the shadow side of yourself. It's time to do the work. What do we have for Aquarius? For Aquarius, please, and thank you, Spirit, for Aquarius. Whoa, okay, you guys got 2. That's so funny. I was feeling this sense of completion, and I was trying to debate if I should take this candle out and just put a new one in general, instead of waiting for it to burn out. I usually wait for it to burn out and then I'll put a new one. But when it burns out during a reading, to me, that signifies completion, or like a closing of a chapter. So I left it, right? And then look at what card you guys get. Closing door, completion. With will of the Wisp, which is treasures hidden in the shadows. It's so funny, you guys. I just watched the movie Brave for the first time. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that Disney movie Brave. I just watched it, and I got this deck before I watched it, and I was like, Will o' the Wisp. What is that? I've never heard of that before, right? I watched the movie, and in the movie, they talk about Will o' the Wisp. I was like, get the fuck out. That's in my tarot deck, or that's in my oracle deck. That's so crazy. I've never heard that before in my life. So if you guys haven't seen the movie, they are of Irish or Celtic or Scottish descent or something like that, right? Some of that may be significance to you guys. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, closing door with completion, and will o' the wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Which I love that because this is all about shadow work, you guys. The darkness is the light here. There's treasures hidden in the shadows. I fucking love that. I love that. So let's jump right into it. Let's just start with this 5. All right, it says endings, completion, your greater calling. When the closing door shows up, it's a call to recognize an ending, to terminate a relationship, job, task, or situation that has been dragging on far too long. Unlock the cage you have been trapped in and shut the door behind you. This is not time to worry about what others might think or feel. Instead, break your routine, consider what you think and how you feel, and be true to your heart's calling. It's time to walk out the door. If you do not see a door, but only a solid wall in front of you, ask for assistance. Muster the courage to say no more. Remember as well that no one else needs to be wrong in order for you to do what you know you needed to do for a long time. If the door to a project or relationship has been closed to you, stop knocking on it. You have tried that already and no one answered, at least not in the way you would have liked. Take this as a gift, difficult and painful as it might be, move on. Every door that shuts is an invitation to find another way, another path to your destination. Better to recognize this earlier rather than later. How many of us leave a relationship or job years after we knew it was time to move on? Stop wallowing in the pain and lingering on the reasons why things did not work. It's keeping you from your greater calling. Bow deeply before the closed door. Give thanks to the lessons and set yourself free. Ooh, I got the chills, Aquarius. So this doesn't have to be necessarily about a relationship or a job. It could be about ways of thinking, especially with this talking about the shadow parts of yourself, doing the shadow work. There's some part of your guys' shadow self that you just can't take it anymore. I'm hearing I am done with my shit. I'm done with my own shit. I've had it. I can't live this way anymore. Right? Some of you guys, it may be external factors, but like I said, since this is all talking about shadow and you know, the things that need to be released, I feel like this is a pattern or a way of thinking within yourself that you need to close the door on. But let's jump right into this Will-o'-the-Wisp. So this is about treasures hidden in the shadows, the great mystery and epiphany. Will-o'-the-Wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. Yeah, you guys, I love that this is talking, it's very much piggybacking off of this closed door right here. It's like you guys are staying stuck in this safe way of being or thinking or living. Will-o'-the-Wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray. Or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place, these worlds hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking, to unmask yourself. Love what you discover, dark or light, see it all as divine, and find a quiet, thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. Yes, you guys, dark or light, it is all divine. Love it. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. And you guys, that's what I was kind of talking about, like with this feminine energy. It's like this dark feminine energy is coming in to show herself. And it's like she has something to teach you here. Your feminine shadow side has something to teach you here. And it has something to show you as far as like your path that you should or shouldn't be on. Ooh, this is deep, 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 Aquarius. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot and we'll see exactly what it's talking about. So what do we have for Aquarius? Please and thank you, Spirit. For Aquarius, thank you. First card out, we have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. That's awesome. This is all about light at the end of the tunnel, recovering, improvising. Maybe you guys are improvising or having to improvise with what you got, but this is about improving, letting go of negativity and stress. For a lot of you guys, that's what it is here. Maybe you guys get too caught up. I'm going to read what this says upright. Maybe this is what you guys get caught up in. Fear, anxiety, terror, negativity, deep unhappiness, stress, burden, overwhelmed, at a breaking point, inability to cope or face life, mental anguish, guilt, regret, remorse. All those things. That's part of the shadow. That's what Spirit wants to show you. They want you to see the light at the end of the tunnel now. This light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, wow, this is deep, you guys. This is really deep. It's time to let go of the anxiety, of the stress that's keeping you bound to this depressive state. For a lot of you guys, you may have been very depressed, and that's why I saw that Sun card. And you're now coming out of that. You're like, I can't live like this anymore. Whatever it is that's causing you all these sleepless nights. What else do we have for Aquarius? What else for Aquarius, Spirit? Please and thank you for Aquarius. Thank you. We have the Seven of Swords came out. That's your guys' energy too, with Moon in Aquarius here. Seven of Swords. This is about lies, deceit, trickery, cheating, theft, underhanded, scheming, dangerous, risky behavior. Enemy masquerading as a friend, spying, lack of conscience, strategy. Okay, so much sword energy here, you guys. I know you guys are air signs, but this is a lot of mental stuff. I feel like what this is saying is that you guys have been self-sabotaging. I really do. I really do. What else for Aquarius? What else for Aquarius, please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Look at that. We have the Eight of Cups. You guys are finally moving on from it. This is walking away, letting go, reaching limit, escapism, self-analysis, self-discovery, introspection, looking deeper, withdrawal. You guys are walking away now. You're moving on. You're moving on from whatever self-sabotaging behavior caused you so much anxiety, stress, and anxiety. I'm going to go ahead and try to clarify this Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords for Aquarius, whether this is people that you're dealing with. We have the Five of Cups, which is sadness, loss, grief, despair, abandonment. There's that guilt and remorse and regret again. Trauma, mourning, heartbreak, unwelcome change, emotional instability, focusing on loss. Okay, this Five of Cups, you guys, it's all about focusing on what went wrong. But the thing about this card is that there's still two cups over here that are upright. This person is focusing way too much on what went wrong when there is still good here. And you guys are self-sabotaging by focusing on the trauma, the guilt, remorse, the regret. Maybe you did something, maybe someone did something to you, but you cannot let it go. You're focusing on it and it's causing you so much. It's taking you, you guys aren't able to learn the lesson, whatever lesson is meant to learn here, whether you're meant to move on from whatever caused you this completely, or maybe you're trying to start, like say this is a relationship and you're trying to move on from what this person did or what you did, but you can't stop focusing on the negative parts of it, even though there's still positive here. There is still positive here. I feel like you guys are now walking away from this type of way of thinking, this type of being stuck in whatever gave you trauma, whatever broke your heart. What else can you give us for clarifying? Oh, okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. This is things coming to fruition, hard work paying off. Yeah, it's like, also what I'm getting to is that you're going to manifest what you have in your mind, you guys. So if you guys are sitting here thinking over and over about what went wrong or who did this to you or what you did to that, but you're going to manifest more of that. I'm really getting that from this card. You're planting your seeds so that they can harvest. And what are you planting? What are you planting here? Negative things, self-sabotaging ways of thinking, self-sabotaging behavior, right? Or are you planting seeds of positivity? That's interesting here, you guys. That's interesting. Spirit really wants you to close that door. Close the door on all of this here. So let's see. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups. It's pretty self-explanatory, but what are we moving away from? What are we moving away? Obviously, we're moving away from that, but anything else that you can clarify for us? This Eight of Cups, like what are we moving like towards maybe? For Aquarius. Clarify more of this Eight of Cups for Aquarius. Yeah, you guys, we're moving away. We're moving out of this Eight of Swords. Yes, you guys, this is what you're moving away from. Isolation, feeling trapped, restricted, backed into a corner, victimized. You're no longer playing the victim here. You're not feeling hopeless or powerless anymore, or silenced even, or helpless. No longer feeling the anxiety. You guys, there's lots of swords here, lots of anxiety, lots of self-sabotaging behavior here. Wow. Wow, you guys. I did see the judge. I cut the deck and I see the judgment card. And I saw that a couple times as I was shuffling for your guys' reading. So there's going to be some self-evaluation here, awakening to what needs to be done. And I do see forgiveness. I think you guys are going to learn to forgive someone here or something here that maybe you thought you could never move on from. That's kind of crazy. Look at that. And at the bottom of the deck, as I said that, and I looked down, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So by doing all of that, you guys, letting go of this way of thinking and behaving and being stuck in your trauma and your heartbreak, closing the door to that and moving forward, trusting, planting seeds of positivity, you guys will get this Ace of Pentacles, whether that's stability in your own life or stability in a relationship or a job or whatever. This is financial new beginnings, new financial opportunities, security, stability, and manifestation here. I love that for you guys. So we're going to finish off this reading with an Earth Power Oracle card, since we are in Taurus season, and also a Moon Oracle card. But yeah, you guys, it's time to let go of the self-sabotaging behaviors. Not to say that your heartbreak or the trauma that you went through wasn't valid, or wasn't, you know, that the feelings that you feel for that isn't valid, but you're focusing too much on it, and you're going to create more of that. That's just, I'm very big on law of attraction, you guys, and that's how it works. You know, and this is definitely a wake-up call for me. I am an Aquarius, and this is definitely speaking to me right now. Yeah, you guys, it's time we let it go. It's time that we move on from our trauma. Definitely. So you guys got, I might butcher this, but you guys got Machu Picchu. It says, I am nourished in both body and mind. I can see my part in the wider universe. I reap what I sow. You guys, it says that right there. I reap what I sow. That's this card right here, you guys. Remember, you get what you give. You get what you put out there. If you guys are only thinking negatively, you're going to get negative situations. I'm sorry, but that's just how it happens. Even if that's not what you want, even if you're like, well, I've been through so much, I don't want any more of that. Of course, nobody wants any more of that, but let's stop focusing on that. You reap what you sow, right? Also, you guys, if this is a situation where it's time to move on from somebody, a situation, a job, and like, you know, it's done, remember that staying in something that is done, you reap what you sow. You're going to get what you give here. But like I said, I do see with this card coming up, I do see you guys walking away, especially with these two cards on the outside of the Seven of Swords. I feel like this is coming mainly from yourself, you know, like it's something internally that you guys need to deal with. I don't feel like, yes, external factors could have got you here, but I don't think that's what it's talking about. Some of you, it may be. Take it as it resonates. Only you know. Let's see, what do we have for Aquarius? You guys got Waxing Moon. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. Yeah, see, I'm getting a very personal. Like, yes, there's obviously other energies that come into play here, but I am definitely feeling like this is about you personally. Doors that need to be closed within yourself personally. Does that make sense? I say it like you guys are going to respond to me. You know, a card just fell to the ground. I'm going to check it. A moon card. Spirit's telling me to read it. We have Waning Moon. Let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Now is time for casting away emotions that are no longer serving you, Aquarius. Let go of that which is causing you inner turmoil. Yes. These emotions, these way of thinking that's causing you all this inner turmoil doesn't serve you anymore. It doesn't. Has it protected you in the past? Yes, maybe. But we're done now. It doesn't serve you. So those were your messages, Aquarius. I hope they resonated. I'm sending you guys lots of love as always. Take care.